Hi, how y'all doing? I'm here. Wanted to just talk about why I call myself Webpool. Okay, so I call myself Webpool because it was a name that I put together after getting known for my vibes. So when people knew my vibe, and you feel, the vibe of always being, when I pull up the places, people's like, oh, he gonna be great. You feel me? That's what Webpool is. You feel me? They'll be like, oh, that's Webpool. You feel me? And that's how I put it together. And all that goes with my technology, intelligence, and intuition. You feel me? Webpool. You feel me? So that's my. So if someone's trying to talk about I'm not popular, I've been calling myself Webpool for a long fucking time now. I'm not. I've been sneaking past the system. You feel me? You feel me? For a long time now, without, you feel me, and getting, that's Webpool. That's Webpool. No, you're not making sense. That's Webpool. That's what Webpool does. Just like when how I also would, if I don't want to choose, when I gotta choose between, everybody knows Webpool, right? You feel me? I still say the Asians, and everybody knows disease. You feel me? They be like, yeah, everybody knows disease. So yeah, and I'm saying this because like I said, I made that name to be respected for my intelligence. You feel me? As a businessman, as an intelligent, like it's like the word. It's like just intelligence. You feel me? I wasn't about to say superheroes, but that type. You feel me? The intelligence of superheroes, not to be tried. You feel me? And like I said, I made that name before I even had a phone in my hand, and I just watch it catch back up to me. So it's like when I hear like cloud, when I hear about like cloud rumors and well, my name is Webpool. You feel me? That's my detective work too. You feel me? So the name Webpool is the last thing I use Webpool to do is to be my archives of what I've achieved. You feel me? I actually said that, and then I just said it in another way, to be my archives of what I achieved. So ancestral shit, command. You feel me? Everything Webpool. You feel me? And so what I would do if I did this with somebody like not that far, but he said he was what's the name, and you feel me? So what I do is I throw out things to be like, well, that still falls under Webpool. You feel me? So it's okay for that to be like, you feel me? I'ma handle that shit. You feel me? So I'll be like, so I will, the FBI, or hunting animals like lions and shit like that, they don't try to hide. They try to not get someone irated. You feel me? Get someone overdoing shit because they don't want their ass whooped. by overreacting. You feel me? They'll rather not get their ass whooped overreacting. So I say shit to make, like I said, FBI, lions, you feel me, anything else, be able to conquer the jungle or arrest without having the person overreact. Because, you know, that's why I skip words. Or not skip words, use synonymous words. Because they're not ready for that much of the blunt truth. But I don't give a fuck. I'm just coming in another blunt way. So, you know, I'll say something and then, you know, whoever's job it is to goddamn, or whoever's fastest to it from the endorsements of jobs. And voila. Webpoolz. So, yeah. I was talking to an old dude, and he was telling me, he told me, I think he said he pyro. I said, I'm disease, you know, disease on all that shit. And then I told him, and then I make him really know my rank. And he already, you know, he already know this, so he know how it go. He like, you feel me? He know like it's Boy Scout. I was helping him with his own clout, like it's Boy Scouts and shit like that. You feel me? You feel me? That doesn't stop you from getting. You feel me? Helping him not get lost in mirages and the people talking. You feel me? He had to work other ways, and then I said, you know, Spider. You know, my detective name is Webb. I told him my name is Zay. And then I told him and I said I got like 2 personalities. And then he was like, I was like, yeah. I was like, if you want to know me, it's indecisive, but if you know, it's the main. And he was like, oh, I was like, yeah. And then he, yeah. So then, I told him I'm Detective Webpoolz. So, you know, the movie Spider-Man, that's really about like a joke on Webpoolz. And, because, you know, it's a lot of things I do to put the emphasis on the Webpoolz. So, yeah, like I said, I throw out things so it can be underlined of people knowing, like, you can better your life or it can get worse. And so, you know, like, you feel me, from cartoons, you feel me, to animes and shit, I see a story behind my name, Webpoolz. And, you know, I'm not going to let go of those little conjunctions that don't make sense. So, you know, I'll see shit and, you know, it'll enact like Webpoolz gonna get me. You feel me? Everything I watch is like Webpoolz gonna get me. You feel me? So they're not really scared of that person. You feel me? Because they know there's someone more. Yeah. So, you know, that's how Webpoolz came about, with a Z at the end. You feel me? But you know, that's what people. You feel me? That's how you know people know Webpoolz. They don't imagine Webpoolz without the Z at the end. So, you know, that's a great way to know people know. And it's just like, what I am dealing with is Webpoolz shit. You feel me? So the number one thing is being authority. I'ma have threats. You feel me? I'm gonna have people talking about they're gonna try to find where I stay. I'm gonna have people talking about how they, even if they can't defeat me, they hope to mark family. This is where, you feel me, in movies they talk about masking yourself. But you know, when you add Webpool plus, you feel me, Superman don't mask himself because none of the superheroes are really masking themselves to hide. Okay? So, you know, when you add Webpool to it, then you start to see they're not hiding. They're not masking themselves to hide. Because if you're not responsible enough to goddamn keep your family out of harm, you feel me, nor is your family mature enough to handle you keeping them out of harm, then, you know, so, you know, like, movies have this whole fake dialogue. Like, Spider-Man is a big Billie Jean story. Because the human spider. So, yeah. You feel me? I know the backstage of every story. You feel me? Because I got the Webpool backstage. You feel me? I know the backstage of every song because I got the Webpool. You feel me? Backstage. People, you feel me? That's slick my money. You feel me? Because people want that type of backstage. And you know, I just want to talk about the stereotypes of me being Webpool. You feel me? The number one stereotype is I can't make up an alias, but I did. So you feel me? The main thing, if I, like I was saying in a stand-up, I got like 3 stand-ups out on YouTube, that like the I think it's the second stand-up I did, I talked about, you feel me, because right now I'm deciphering, right now I'm working on my forestry, you feel me, my humidity computer, and I'm breaking through, and I'm making up a software to get rid of people's own description of a virus, because virus is more of like police, you feel me? So you know how you have fake police, you feel me? We got fake viruses. I feel like, you feel me, they put virus protection, you feel me? Because I feel like a real virus will get rid of the fake virus. And you know, virus protection is the protection behind getting rid of the fake virus, you feel me? And you know, just like our fake viruses in the code red, you feel me? Life is a description war. That's what it will always be, because it's been eons now, you feel me? I was known as Webpool to my descendant, you feel me? And I'm still gonna be known as Webpool to the descendants after that, you feel me? So now, the first detective thing is when I touchdown back in Norcross, because like I said, I was known as Webpool, so you know, I was known as the Chief, you feel me? So you know, I'm in Lions Mirage, I was known as the Chief. You don't want the Webpool to show up. You don't want Webpool in general to show up, but you know, it's just like they even call it descendant Webpool. So when you get to the Webpool, it's just like, so you know, that's what Spider-Man, and you know, every superhero, every movie actually, with the protagonist and some people hiding like the antagonist, you feel me? It makes the movie more intriguing. And yeah, you feel me? Which makes Webpool its own business. So yeah, so like people, and you know, it's not like I wasn't beating their ass in the back streets, but it came all the way to the front streets of where I'm telling them to walk out. my descendants are telling them to walk out, and they're not listening. And my descendants can handle it, and they just kept handling until it became to my situation where it's, you feel me, it's going to be over. But that's what that void is. When I say stereotypes, and I didn't goddamn visualizing it right now. You feel me? And they saying the visualization isn't happening. So yeah, that's how I'm a speedster too. You feel me? So my speedster days. I got the name Webpoolz, and I'm not gonna stop being a speedster, the road runner, and yeah. After I then went in the void, that is just. It's like I'm doing it, but it look like it's automatic or some shit. I'm doing what they doing, and I'm walking around like heading Norcross, and now 25 years after the ass whooping and walking around, I'm only 25. And they remember the descendants, so it's just like they remember Zamael and Zamane. So, they talk about sitting in the sunshine and shit by calling me Zamain. But it's just like, okay, well, that makes me Zamael. You feel me? And then if you're saying the old, okay, well, that makes that person the descendant of Zamane. You feel me? So it's just like, you feel me? It's a lot of attributes that give Webpoolz recognition of that prestige. That I just have to say that. And these people don't have a matrix or nothing. It's just if you spill milk, you feel me, you clean it up, you feel me? It's not that. There's nothing else to it, you feel me? You don't. It's not no goddamn, I'm in a dilemma. I spilled milk and people is trying to complain to me about I'm not gonna clean it up before it spoils on the floor. And I'm like, I did clean it up. And they're like, no, you didn't. And then they spill milk again, and then I clean it up, and they spill milk again, and be like, you didn't clean it up, and I'm like, I did. And they just keep on spilling. And I'm just like, well, that's why my detective name is Webpoolz. Like, that's how I operate. That's how I maneuver. That's how I get shit done. It's just how I do it. You feel me? I'm not gonna do it the stereotype way that's heard in the atmosphere, because in the end, where did you get the idea to stereotype life? So that's what I'm talking about, stereotypes of my alias, because I don't know how people got the idea to stereotype life. And it's simple. Like, a stereotype doesn't configure nothing. You feel me? A stereotype is just someone trying to put someone in a mirage. So yeah, it's just like it's like someone drinking something foggy, and they're like, oh, he's drinking ice cold water, and it's like, no, that's lemonade. And like, no, that's ice cold water. And like, no, that's lemonade. And they just keep saying, they just keep saying, And then you finally get them to eliminate ice cold water. And then you finally get some ice cold water, and they're like, see, I told you it was ice cold water. And it's like, so yeah. Then more stereotypes that I'm dealing with is things that I'm not even bringing up, you feel me? So that's how I know it's just, you feel me, a whole goddamn axis spinning around me. And people is just moving like Webpoolz ain't who Webpoolz is. And as people are waiting for me to write something down, because I just want people to get that the world started by hospitality. You feel me? So, you feel me? The world started as a race. You feel me? So, the only way to be racist is to discriminate against the race. Like, finish line race. Not no goddamn, you can't claim to be the shade white then melanated. You feel me? Like, what? Yes, I can. I can. That's what I went through. I started looking like my spirit. You feel me? This is what you feel me? This is the clout and propaganda I'm talking about. I didn't start out melanated. I started as a spirit. Okay? So I started oversaturated as a spirit, because being melanated is another level to oversaturated spirit. As you know, life is water, web and ebb in the web pool. So, people that take care of their body, then they will oversaturate and start melanating. People that do not take care of their body, they will still look like spirit form and then get dirty. You feel me? There's a difference between saturating into a body and being an oversaturated spirit that can change colors. You feel me? Once you oversaturate to a level, and then there's a difference from oversaturating as spirit and keeping the pure form, that you holding on to that pinnacle, and then you get deep in the no gravity of the world, that you start melanating, your spirit starts melanating. There's a lot of people do not have melanin. Okay, a lot of people are just their spirit, and then dirty, and trying to cover up that they're dirty, and like the way they kind of looked and colored themselves. And then there's people in the world, like I said, that's the hold the pinnacle of keeping their pure form, and then started slowly coloring themselves off of a militant prestige. And this is why I say in some of my videos that the military started without contracts, because being melanated was the goddamn badge. So I'm Webpoolz. So you get what I'm saying. So being melanated was the badge. You feel me? And some people are melanated, but like they pharaoh mode. They like what they look like from the beginning. So they'll put their spirit over their melanin. Me, I do it the other way. And you feel me? I'm Webpoolz. I'm ranked high. So I'm two people in one, actually. That's where Webpoolz comes from. So same person, you feel me? But people are not intelligent enough to comprehend that. So that's what my stock is, you feel me? Because the second I can walk my happy ass in here, there's no stopping me. That's all this clout is. That's all I'm doing right now on another dimension. You feel me? And at this moment of surveying with my senses at like a lion, second I can walk my happy ass in here, you about to see the military with no contract. So yeah. So like I said, and everybody that got real melanin respect me as a teacher. You feel me? So this is where the Pocahontas story comes from. You feel me? And the co-reading of names, where some people, because I can name my kid Theodore. That doesn't stop the next family from naming their kid Theodore. You feel me? But Webpoolz is known. Webpoolz is popular. If you're not Webpoolz, you ain't shit. And it's just what they're really saying is, I look at my best friends that have their own family tree as part of my family tree, and it's been so long that the dimensions made them family. And this is where the whole, like I said, we talking some deep shits and stereotypes. And this is where we start talking about incest and shit like that. No. First of all, the spider makes love to their mother. The spider is the Adam and Eve story. They saying the mother spider cuts off the mother's head. The husband, the Adam's head. No, she doesn't. That is a story on how humidity can be thick and cause an illusion of killing family. And the Chucky screeches and shit like, you feel me? So what happens is they talk about the best friends that have saturated as family from the dimensions of how long life been going on. You feel me? Where if it was with the first ancestor and the kid is with the 10th ancestor, you feel me? That still makes, you feel me? They still look at that as the first ancestor and mother. You feel me? But they gonna go find their twin flame. They gonna go find their Adam. You feel me? And then it's a whole goddamn spill. It's a whole goddamn gill and mirages of people trying to have humidity control and organize humidity in the way of people finding their Adam and Eve and vice versa, Romeo and Juliet and vice versa. So, someone might get pregnant. But if the humidity could, because the first ancestors, like I said, from spirit saturating to melanin, did so much work that's an ancestral arrest on whoever followed the kid. You feel me? So let me tell y'all why I'm known as Webpoolz. People know the song. Hey, you know it's Webpoolz. I'm the youngest walking child in the goddamn world. I got the record, okay? And going in negatives and still racking it up. Okay? So, I killed a lot of people at 0. This is why, you feel me, I talk about the military and the ruler and shit like that. Because it's only people against the ruler that tell me I can't talk this way. So that's just simple, okay? Because the military got to work. The medieval people got to work. And like I said, people mix up medieval and military. The medieval people came with contracts, okay? So when you started, when the military gave you a contract, that was the medieval, like, hey, we're here. You feel me? Like, hi, how you want a contract? Okay. Well, what medieval did was, when they kill people, they give them a contract, knowing that the people know how to make a bootleg tesseract, and that was what the medieval people try to teach people, how to make tesseracts, and then became them talking about making choppers. No, it's how to hold your kid. You feel me? They was teaching them how to hold their kid or be in the community. You feel me? Hold multiple kids, you feel me? Or be in the community, and if someone orders pizza, you eat your slice of pizza and put your nasty shit on your pizza, and don't put your no nasty shit on and nowhere else in the atmosphere. So, as you feel me? You feel me? How long I've been talking, how loud my aura is banging, listen, the math, let me just write this down. The math, this is math. This is the real simple math. Let me see if we can write something else down. This is how deep we get. How hyperactive okay, plus I should put Webpoolz, this all makes me web. But hyperactive plus fast vibrations equal a lot of humidity control. Okay? Y'all get what I'm saying? Being hyperactive, get me all over the place as an energy. Plus vibrating very fast will get my aura felt. You feel me? So that equals a lot of humidity control to not cause a lot of disruption. Okay? A lot of that, you feel me? A lot. You feel me? So like I said, the medieval people put people in contracts of making them know, if you see me, I'm going to tell you what dimension you on, what plane you on, okay? I'm going to tell you can't come back to this plane. I'm going to tell you can't come, you feel me? It's all going to be in the paperwork, you feel me? And that's what started the backwards version of money, because people used to look at money by being able to take orders. So if you're able to take orders, even slaves, they used to look at having indentured servants as money, and people got passive with thinking about having indentured servants. So and the last of the teaching was in Slovakia, so they called it slavery instead of the school. You feel me? And kids ran with it. Next generation ran with it because, you feel me, they're a slave. You feel me? I'm a slave. You feel me? And then that's where the school, it being a school of being known as a hard worker, in which that's all it means, being a hard worker for no reason, and where you're not supposed to make ultimatums to be a hard worker. So, it's just, that's how much stupidity and someone's humidity control is the catalog of the whole goddamn existence, because people can think to themselves silently. So, you feel me? It's just a community and humidity control and organized humidity while we hear all this shit. You feel me? So, so you feel me? The military was just is quick to teach money. You feel me? The military was quick to teach what was called money first. The medieval people was quick to teach hospitality, but they was cold. You feel me? And then once people disrespected learning hospitality, they got in a contract. They got their charges written on a piece of paper. Okay? And then they, you feel me, that became paper. That became, you feel me, the first paper when Tesseracts was really the first monetary system. You feel me? Because if you could give the better hospitality, people was going to hit you up. And then the military started making bases teaching self-defense and kept kicking people out, to the point that the medieval people came and was like, hey, you want some paper? So that's how military bases and businesses started getting contracts. And now these paperworks don't be making sense, because it be talking about common law. That's why, and this is where colorable law came from, illegal, which has to be adjacent to common law. That's why it doesn't make sense. And that's how you know it's a code red, because we have to get told about common law. So once again, I started walking very young. Webpoolz. At 0, I was a goddamn murderer. Okay? At 0. I was, you feel me? How you know I was a murderer? That there's no he ha ha. He's talking about being a baby and killing it. Okay, so I have a song called It's Webpoolz. You feel me? And that's my baby song. You feel me? So way, you know it's Webpoolz. You feel me? The whole song is about me walking like Stewie or Chucky. You feel me? And that, you feel me? What I had to go through with being a 0-year-old. You feel me? That's what the whole song It's Webpoolz about. So, look, people looked at me as a mother at 0. Matilda's imaginary friend till the end. Because I was talking about in a YouTube video about movies and First Ancestor, you feel me, coming. And there being different dimensions with people, you feel me? Wait, I'm not supposed to exist, you feel me? Like, then, you feel me? Now I can do what I want to to. Shawty said I'm on you. Shawty said she got to feel me. That's just silly. I'm just past all the heroes, so I might just be a villain, killing things they never touch. Is serious, serious. Why are you so serious? Kill, build, till they know how I feel. Real, deal with what they won't deal with. Yeah, I'm that sick. Hold up, wait. Hey, you know it's Webpoolz. Case closed. I know all y'all moves. Hey, you know it's Webpoolz. Case closed. I know all y'all moves. Friend to the end. I'm not supposed to. You feel me? And then when it starts showing you that I was still emotional, but being that cold can't take me out my blood. Can't fuck with none of my cuz. You feel me? All the shit. You feel me? Grand Theft Auto game on 100% type shit. This is the last part of the song type. What oh what? Can't fuck with none of my cuz. Oh yeah, y'all can bite the dust. Tell me what is up. Oh yeah, okay. Tell me what they want with us, cuz. Hey, you know it's Webpoolz. So that's why I got on here to talk about stereotypes. You feel me? No one would wish a 0-year-old to be on the streets. You feel me? A newborn baby, no matter how long their soul been ruined, when they finally came in, you feel me, to have to fight for their life. You feel me? It's not funny because you have to add up how many times I repeated this shit to really get my age. Y'all get what I'm saying? So 0 and going that goddamn fast. You feel me? That I'm making goddamn. You feel me? Back to like I was saying with the military. So, started spirits, the silent nation, you feel me? The silent Congress, the no gravity community. You feel me? The sensitivity of vibration, that everybody could sense everybody, and people build they brain, they wavelength and brain link off of that. They brain wavelength off of that. And people, that's where the speedster came in, and I was the fastest. You feel me? So that being said, anything can be an illusion to me. You feel me? And if I didn't put in that work, we wouldn't have that silence continue. You feel me? Because then if I didn't, other people, you feel me? So that's more from Webpoolz. You feel me? Ding, just to get. So that being said, I want my baby. You feel me? You know, everybody else might have some clout where they can be like, how can I know that shit? And you know, I could be like, you don't have a choice. I leave that to my baby. My baby, you feel me? Because in the end, I'm Webpoolz, you feel me? And that would be fucked up for me just to be osmosisly here. And it's me. And I'm talking about goddamn my real first kid, you feel me? Isn't the first kid because I want to be my first kid. You feel me? I get what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to control my kid. I'm not trying to, you feel me? So, you get what I'm saying? So, yeah. And that's where the famous high story of music comes from. Offset, which gets called Offset, same shit, but it's with a Z. Offset, because it's 4 people, but you know, all right, like I said, I'm not trying to control nobody. Y'all get what I'm saying? So we start, like I said, we start on a silence, just everything still. You feel me? You know how people say we start with you feel me? Like, we start all with a clean mark, and then since then to now, no matter if you forgot, your definition of forgot, you feel me, the first ancestors haven't, you feel me? So if you walking around trying to play dumb to descendants, thinking that the first ancestors don't get to their descendants' kids and tell them about, look, this is the medieval contrast, they're gonna try to tell you that you gotta be under, and you haven't done that one damn wrong thing in the military, and the practice of the medieval times was before these charges we gave them. You feel me? And then they talking about, and it's just like, they're looking at them like, because the last person they saw was the ancestor chilling with that child before they moved, and they're like, bitch, my fucking ancestor is there for me. So yeah, it's like I said, from the wavelength and brain wavelength developing speedster, the only way I could be the fastest, which is the greatest compliment to everybody in the world that has their prestige, and you feel me, their wounds, because man, the woman, like where they be talking about Tarzan is cold, yeah, he's a woman, you feel me? That's why they put stuff on their face. Wound man, you feel me? Wound man, leader, you feel me? And they develop from that, you feel me? So yeah, you feel me? As you see, I'm talking to how the pool of people following me, when, you know, honestly, I'm talking because it's like, okay, well, everything is done since goddamn the beginning of time. Like, we all know that, right? We trying to get out of the co-red and back to the ancient living. So everything is done. It's just fuck niggas are trying to partake in something that charges won't let them partake in. So, and that's, you feel me, why I pause, you feel me, because they got charges for saying telepathy ain't real. They got charges for saying they don't remember the high story repeating itself, you feel me, charges for intruding on people, charges for all that shit, because this is a video chat. The only people that don't get it is the people with charges. And you know, another thing of being Webpoolz that I do is, you know, I've done this all before, so this is not me talking about them. This is me like, all right, let me go in my files. Be like, you know, oh, life is like this. Oh, I know how to handle that. Let me let me go through it with this method. You feel me? You feel me? That's how old I am. How old school I am. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use this method to go about it. And they're like, damn, he gonna do that. You feel me? So that's what I do. Like I was saying about people not ready to hear certain blunt words. So I said synonymous blunt word like can make it any difference because they'd rather not get their ass whooped by overreacting. Anyway. So, yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna use this method. I know what this takes. This method. You feel me? So, Ziza, and people remember Ziza. And I'm like, well, let me just use that method. Because it's one thing to tell, and it's another to tell. So, yeah. So, yeah. Got my heat wave and everything. So, it's, you feel me? If that's not the goddamn best goddamn family organization, I don't know what is. You feel me? I can feel your heart. You'll never be alone the ride again. That's all I see on that boy. Da 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 da. We can speak about anything you need to, please. Show me what you need and what you see. You feel me? We talking about that, the most charming energy. And people like, oh my God, that's a man. You feel me? And you feel me? Can't nobody get him out of this fuse of estrogen and testosterone. You feel me? Webpoolz, and then try to do the same thing to me. It's just a throw over. Alright. I better about my life, cause I won't plead the fifth about shit if you hear from me. Do any situation, wait man, I'm just saying. You feel me? Like, but you can get it done. Life floating like a gift. We don't need to look at the who. Don't want to build and watch the dominoes. I guess all these people trying to make woes. It's cool as long as you stay on your toes. I dream all of this just before. I haven't forgotten the blueprint, what I spoke. Please don't think that I wanna waste my time or yours on something that could be simply fix with infinity of not saying nothing. Baby, just gon' see. So, I'm trying to goddamn bring a Webpoolz in this bitch because it's his fault. But yeah, I'm trying to bring Web in. But yeah. Yeah, you feel me? Woo! But yeah, so yeah, Webpoolz. Once again, I'm just trying to get through the stereotypes of Webpoolz, because that's fucked up. Especially the It's Webpoolz song. You feel me? See, that's my gangster song. You feel me? When we call out that. You feel me? The most good person. I mean, the most hood person. how they always act innocent. Like, a fool with it. You feel me? But yeah, yeah, and then but you feel me? That's just the objective, alright? It's such a simple objective. You feel me? Like I said, I said in other videos, we started spirits. I wrote it down. We solidified. You feel me? Some people don't have melanin. Some people just dirty and liked how they was dirty and color they self. You feel me? Because you feel me? It's not that hard to saturate as a spirit and then saturate. You feel me? Because we started 80% water, right? You feel me? Saturate spirit, turn liquid first, and then you feel me? Hardens. We see that all the time with yolk or anything. That stays out as a liquid. You feel me? So that's what building of the body is, and proof of humidity control. And like I said, people start by keeping the mercury state. You feel me? The communication state that when someone sees them keeps the silent nation alive. There, you feel me? And then then we get to the point of, you feel me? Like, that's fucked up. But yeah, y'all get what I'm saying? Like, the shit that I'm playing is shit like that. I want people to see the game of communication that I do, the video chat I do, and my senses. So my intelligence is shown. You feel me? So no matter how it is, you feel me? The mark of when I started the video, you feel me? Like I said, I'm into when I said, okay, I'm gonna use this method for this. I could use that method. I could use another method for this. You feel me? So that, you feel me? That's part of humidity control and hospitality. You feel me? People inside of the wound of what this plane is going through, they can watch another method, and it's gonna have more. It's not gonna have this silence volume, but that's what this method's supposed to tune into. So it switches, but in a way that when other methods come out, it's more of a precautious way. This one's more of the, you feel me, astronaut type, or you feel me, for people that rather use another to get the whole gist, a hazard uniform. So yeah. So once again, so it's very stupid for people to not respect people's ancestral tree and talk about, I'm part of your family. No, I'm part of your family. Because they have to keep saying that shit. You feel me? They have to keep saying that shit. You get what I'm saying? The people that are family it's just in their DNA that they glow that way. The people that ain't family, they don't stop saying, you feel me? Which is dumb as fuck, because I'm gonna kill you. But yeah, it's 25 years in now, I don't think. And like I said, you have to add the 25 plus. You feel me? And then we go into the negative of preparation, and for this to be going so many times, and these people have even really still made melanin, them playing like they're somebody else is so fucking stupid. Them repeating shit is stupid, okay? Me repeating shit is me telling the story. You get what I'm saying? So there we go. We admitting it's deja vu and people's upset. That's too goddamn mad. So yeah. And you know, off of the extent of keeping the Mercury state and toughening your spirit at the same time, it makes melanin, you feel me? It makes ether, you feel me? We drink spirit, you feel me? This is where the medieval shit come in. We're not pulling from the same water. I damn sure not pulling from the same water and cups in this goddamn house to anybody's not family. So you know, if it start glowing, oh, he's the richest man in the world, you feel me? And then I go get some juice, you feel me? I shouldn't hear no stupid shit from people that's not in my family, you feel me? Because then they see I'm pulling, but you feel me, what that energy was just what? You feel me? Where is he pulling from? His wealth. And guess what? People try to pull from that shit. Try to go in people's forests, control computers, you feel me, like I was saying. So now people will go in. You know, it's funny. This is what I want to explain. Watch this. What was that? I just was marking. Niggas is getting fucked up. So yeah. You feel me? Talking about some goddamn SWAT. What was that? Talking about a goddamn. What authority can handle that? You feel me? Natural disaster. All right, a natural disaster. So yeah. So you know, that's another thing where I talk about things that I do and how people react and come with their lies. So like I'm saying, someone in my family can pull from the same humidity control and or humidity organize. Someone not in my family cannot, you feel me? And that's a big thing with medieval and military, you feel me? That's what people are like, what's the military doing? They killing niggas trying to pull from someone else's humidity and ain't in their family. So you know, since goddamn Norcross, when a nigga opened the refrigerator or got some water, niggas wasn't pulling from the same humidity control. So how the fuck is people talking about 25 years and some change later? Your family, you feel me? Because I'm talking about stereotypes of Webpoolz. Who would not want to be in Webpoolz family? You feel me? Listen to the you smell that? You smell that, right? I don't want to smell that. Bitch, you're not hyperactive and you're not fast vibrating past the military and the medieval. You're dying, okay? You can control that minimum of humidity. You feel me? So people, it's like I said, since it's not that hard to know it's not family. So people think that's a lick, that people that are not family are around family. Y'all see what I'm saying? So if these two people that aren't family leave, then sipping from the humidity is, that's they own the land, they own that. No, everybody's listening to the two people that aren't family and their family hating on that family. We're talking about what's gonna happen. So this is what I'm saying with the stereotypes of Webpool. It's simple, like that pause. That's not, what the fuck. Y'all not family. There's no awkward shit with knowing someone's not family. You feel me? Look at them raise their hand when I say you're not family. You feel me? Like, you feel me? So it's a lot of things that people aren't respecting, because like I said before, I got to this point, because when I said I was zero in murdering, we see that I was still zero, but I didn't start at that point of people saying, you feel me? You feel me? Webpool is the daughter. You feel me? Of the Billie Jean story. You feel me? Webpool was the legendary Latin king. Well, lead disease, so that's a Webpool was melanated. You feel me? So we talking about melanated. We're not even talking about spirit form Webpool. But then when I close my eyes and do my speedster and astral project, that's all it is. You feel me? It doesn't change when I come back here and keep my astral projection of everything I've done in humidity extra producing, because I produce more than I did before I came back. It was enough, just like from zero. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? So yeah. So the military started without a contract, and once again, it was so the military started where they be like white people, spirits. They saturated, they hold a mercury state, and holding on to this saturated spiritual mercury state and being a body, we got white people. But that's why you can call them black people, because it was spirits and no gravity in space. And then you can call them white people because the making of the glow, which is people's melanin glow that fucking bright. And spirit, you feel me? You feel me, from the first peak. You feel me? Light, voila. God said, let there be light. There was light. So it's this things that proof of, like I said, people that just got charges from the medieval times following. And that's not right to be trying to pick a fight with Webpool, because Webpool's chilling somewhere. So yeah, I'm trying, you feel me, and that's the end. People's crazy. So yeah. The military started with people saturating their spirits and keeping their mercury state, but learning how to do alchemy with their body at the same time, which makes the melanin and, keeping your mercury state. You feel me? The most advanced military. They have to give respect to the first place leader. You feel me? Not first place makes them the leader, because if there was first place, there was an asshole, but the next person was a great leader. You feel me? Then they give respect to the first place person, and then they're gonna give respect to the better leader. But the first place person is a great leader too. You feel me? That's what people throw out. They be like, oh, the first place person is the leader. I'm like, but it didn't have to go that way. You have to give the first place person that accolade for being a leader too. You don't have to be first place and a leader. So you feel me? If they're a leader, that's their accolade too. And yeah. And that was how the military came about. Because that's how people move around. They go in pharaoh mode. You feel me? Or they go in melanated mode. You feel me? They don't want to be looked at different. But in the time of cold reds, people not respecting that individual and trying to say, oh, you two different people. They're not going to be around that type unless they're working for the military. And then the first place person of doing that, and the leader gets that as their badge to be able to walk like that no matter what. And that's how you know I'm Webpoolz. And you feel me? The medieval is the proof that of humidity control and organized humidity castles. You feel me? So these houses, you feel me, are owned by the ruler, the king. You feel me? Because the king can come at any time and be like, I want to change the construction, and do a snap from the humidity control he did. You feel me? Or let this be the base of existence in a ship of vibrating, that the world, that the castle is coming here at the same time as this place taking the place of the castle as the security and alarm of humidity control. So if the ruler is here and someone's not supposed to be here, you feel me? They're feeling all that humidity and coming back to this spot. You feel me? It's like, look, just to brief what I'm saying. Elaborate on what I'm saying to get back to what I'm saying. This is like the blueprints of a layer of a castle. You feel me? And this everybody knows you have to think of shit like this, but people like, if you don't talk about it, we not his surveillance, we gonna make it not show we're aware of it and shit like that. A lot of more shit. You feel me? The layer, there's a layer. So you feel me? The more, just like I was saying, this is the mercury state of land and castles. You feel me? So just like someone would protect their body, the layer in the castle has the mercury state of that has the same shit of the gold state of houses and shit, which is castles and more and etc. So that's getting on to a mercury state to another. You feel me? And like I'm saying, it's that simple. So it's just like people's talking about all this other hooting and hollering and shit like that, but it's just like that. All this shows you they're the people that barely even saturate into a body, and they'll break like glass. Like talking about bleeding that's where I'll be talking about. I'm old school, past even Wild Wild West. You feel me? And I'm a swordsman. You feel me? And you know, it becomes a big organization thing, because you know, to see me, or you feel me, let me speak derogatory in third person or whatever, because you know, they think that's a weapon, which is very stupid. Because if I be like, if someone says you're not better than me, it's just like, you can be lying or telling the truth. So, you feel me? For us not to see, for everybody to know that everybody slick starts off white, you feel me? Because we are spirit, and to see melanated people, but then you start seeing melanated people, and then walking around like they colored their skin or some shit. You feel me? It's not their rank of the oldest military. You feel me? That's very stupid. And for it to be a time when people walk side by side with their energy and their spirit, you feel me? The melanated, the gold state of their spirit being their energy, and the mercury state being their spirit, mercury state of their energy being their spirit. You feel me? And we not see one person fucking walking around like that. That's fucking Judgment Day over. You feel me? Judgment Day is happening. That's Judgment Day over. You feel me? That's karmatic, that done. You feel me? Because that means we're going through karma right now. So it's just crazy to me when someone's talking about some goddamn, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not this. And I'm just like, bitch, I am melanated as fuck. You feel me? No one wants to talk about that shit, but everybody gets it. You feel me? That's where the clots and jam and other shit they try to do to try. So you feel me? They already know. They're just trying to attack. But like I said, the joke, I don't know if I said it, but you know, what I'm saying about the stereotypes of Webpoolz is the name come from me being a speedster. You feel me? So the name means it's already done. Webpoolz, you feel me? It's done already. You be like, oh, Webpoolz, you feel me? They know it's done already. You feel me? So yeah. I wish I could have got down, had the one talking. I wish y'all could have saw me, but it's okay. You see my melanin, and that's all that matters. You feel me? Because people just are not mature enough. So talking to me and me not being able to talk that mature to people, or you know, the surroundings not being mature enough, tells you like I'm a teacher, and niggas is getting taught. And yeah, so you know, it's a whole lot of things. Like I said, hyperactive plus fast vibration. It's a lot of humidity control. You feel me? How I'm moving right now should fog up the whole atmosphere. But guess what? We don't see that because of the humidity control. you feel me, going the same way to me to make it look like. But the second I start talking, you feel me, the second they start seeing my eyes move around, they know he's hyperactive, and they know he's vibrating on a faster than any lightsaber they know. And like I said, it's just me waiting to be able to dap my goddamn self up. And you know, everything I'm saying, I kid you not, it relates to me and myself. And you know, it's just like, it's a lot of disrespect. You feel me? It's a lot of disrespect. It's a lot of it's a lot of disrespect. It's nothing else to it. Because you know, I sense everything. So it's like this. My spirit has all the shit that they was hoping to see. You feel me? I have all the shit that they was hoping to see on me. And vice versa. So that being said, we are playing the vice versa game. Vice versa ultimatum. And that right there is called security. You feel me? Endorsed. You feel me? That right there is called virus protection. You feel me? That right there is called quarantining. Because another thing, proof on Webpoolz is that whole energy. I made this whole fucking, let me see. So look, there is a movie out. There's many movies out explaining everything. Like I said, if you add plus Webpoolz, if you watch a video of mine, or if you know me to a good T, because you might not be saying nothing, so it doesn't give you that joy to watch the movie of knowing what it is. But if you watch a video of mine, or got people in the background saying how much you know about me, the movies is hilarious. It has a whole goddamn Koska records of the truth and or originality and chronologically the way things go and why, and the concepts of dimensions and realms. You feel me? And jokes. You feel me? Because life is way awesomer. You feel me? So every movie is a Webpoolz comedy, street comedy, everything street comedy. You feel me? Like Spider-Man, Green Goblin. Look, I burned up in the fire, right? But this is how I saved myself. I burned up in the fire, but but I was first. So, since I burned up in the fire, and that's how I saved myself through a lot of things. That's that Webpool. You feel me? That's what made me that energy, because I don't want to take away no title of how far that is. I drowned. You feel me? You feel me? Talk about a clock, a glow stick, a zolstick. Yeah. You feel me? So the Spider-Man versus Green Goblin is an advertisement of me being a firefighter and also a patriot. But you know, so you know, people know, you feel me? Green Goblin's people wanting to be me as a firefighter, and then you know, Spider-Man is me being a patriot. So you know, when he goes inside of the burning home to save somebody, you get the whole chronological story of popularity and slang, and you feel me, niggas finessing with, and the description war, and life will always be a description story and mirage they try to make. And yeah, you feel me, that whole scene had it all. You feel me? Someone too polite gonna be polite and hurt themselves. That's what that whole scene was about, because his senses is keener than that to know that wasn't, you feel me? That's what the street comedy, like, people that knows his senses is more keen than that. They're laughing at the wannabe Green Goblin. You feel me? Because that's what the first Spider-Man movie was about. They want to be Green Goblin, but Spider-Man is Green Goblin. You feel me? Spider-Man is the hair of Green Goblin, and that's how most hero and protagonist stories go when they go against a villain. Really, the hero's the villain. You feel me? That's nicknamed that for how they handle it, and they're wrapping it up. So you feel me? From the back streets to the front streets, and yeah. So you know, he go in there and turn around, and it's just this whole shocking vibe. Like, haha, you thought you was Green Goblin. Then, you know, the census jokes start happening. You feel me? Spider-Man is not fast enough to react, you feel me? And then, you know, y'all get what I'm saying? And then he starts to throw blades. So then the medieval advertisement come out of being bulletproof. You feel me? But not using it. You feel me? So you know, he dodges. And then at the last point, the advertisement, ching, ching, ching. And then the joke about people wishing, and then the last one, he cuts himself, but it's just like people know how they came about. So then that was a joke on people wishing they had the medieval teaching to make themselves bulletproof like that. You feel me? People get what I'm saying when I talk about that shit. You feel me? It'd be like, you feel when people cut themselves, they be like, melanin. Code red on melanin. You feel me? So, you know. And yeah. And then that whole Spider-Man movie is just about The first Spider-Man movie was just about niggas wishing it was the Green Goblin. And then Spider-Man 3 was about how much Spider-Man accomplished, not in people's faces. And he's walking around surplusing his accomplishments. But he made a starter kit out of a filing of, I don't have to talk about this, that, and the third after that. You feel me? And then we got niggas putting Spider-Man in the cold red. And that's Stereotypes with Webpoolz. But let me say one more thing just to show you how cool I am. So, the world is a magical thing. And, because I like the word beautiful, but I want the word magical to have that same look as beautiful. Because, you feel me? When someone be like, how'd you do that? And they be like, magic. You feel me? You feel me? They did it so beautiful. It's from beyond the human eye. And, the thing about it is, there's a lot of attributes that I have that people observe on me, that a lot of things should not be said, okay? The number one thing is, you feel me, stereotypes with Webpoolz. Stereotypes with Webpoolz, but stereotypes of Webpoolz. I would go be a cop if I wasn't a cop already. That would have been my number one fucking job. That would have been the first goddamn job I went to go get if I wasn't a cop already. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. That's a dream of mine, to protect people. So if I wasn't a cop already, I would have been a cop. I would have gone and got the job. And the thing with cops is they have to kill people when they hear the world isn't multidimensional, because that means you're trying to, you feel me? You're trying to be like, hey there, hey there, hey there, hey, 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 and then stare at them like, you thought I was just saying hey, you feel me? So the second someone be like, the world's not multidimensional, you feel me? You just told the cop to get lost, you feel me? So, like I'm saying, number one, if I wasn't you feel me? It's just attributes on my body, my passion, the way I thrive. It should answer questions that are getting said and shouldn't cause no argument. The attributes, my hyperactive, fast vibrations, always talk about, help somebody, you feel me? And about everything I say. And I will never lie to you, you feel me? So with that whole pool, I would have been a cop already. So if I wasn't a cop already, you feel me? So being a cop already and me going out of uniform is nothing out the norm. Webpoolz, man, stereotypes of Webpoolz. So now, New England know me though. You feel me? New England cops. Y'all go on YouTube and look up New England cops. There's a video of a Sandy Springs. Everyone know me. It's just people's disrespectful in my surveillance. So if you look up the Sandy Springs fired cop, he gonna be talking about, no, we can't finesse him. We need all of this. Bitch, you cannot talk about we need all of this to fucking finesse me. Because if I'm not, that's worse. And they be like, no, I can't stop talking. He's the tape. You feel me? That's another story. So, control scent. So, boy. So, yeah. Another thing is, this is not out the norm for firefighters. And you feel me? It's very, like I said before, that's very disrespectful. to tell someone they didn't burn up in a fire because they survived the fire. You feel me? That should have been the number one attribute if you wasn't a fucking criminal going to get dealt with in my surveillance that you gave me. And then, the Marines. You don't remember me going underwater. Well, no one cares, though. But the number one tribute you should give him is his humidity control. Because he has the number one badge, the first badge of drowning to make sure no one drowns. You feel me? I get what I'm saying. It's attributes I've done in my life to make life okay. And you feel me? Look at this, right? You feel? I'm just calling out the stereotypes of Webpoolz. You feel me? It's not. Y'all see that? Stereotypes of Webpoolz. That's for being in cold red, for being the best wrestler in the world. You feel me? I should have a whole goddamn attribute of knowing that I got elbowed in my face because on different dimensions they keep talking about I'm the greatest wrestler. I'm gonna give y'all another one. I'm just stereotypes of Webpoolz. Let me just show y'all. Y'all see that? Look at this. Look at this. Don't worry about that. You feel me? My toes ain't ugly. They just need their nails cut. But look at this. You see that? Look at this. I can bend my toe. You feel me? Most people can't bend their second toe. You feel me? It's a whole joke. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? As my clout gets worse for people wanting to follow shit I'm calling out. Hold on. See? It's not hard to bend my toe. That's just normal for people not being able to bend their toe. You feel me? That scar right there, I should have got credit for being 0. You see, it's just a lot of stupidity in the air. You feel me? The superstar, legendary football player. Or being the hospitality, you feel me? Doing surgery on my own toe. You feel me? Stereotypes of Webpoolz. None of this shit is in the atmosphere. All this shit I accomplished. And y'all thinking I can't goddamn run it up. There's a lot of shit I could have said. You feel me? Like, niggas was ready to be like, okay, he didn't bring that up. Like, you feel me? Look at this. follow me for being the hospitality of sports in general. You feel me? Soccer. They're following my feet. But sports in general, because people know soccer players do play multiple sports. You feel me? Sports in general. But that's me as a wide receiver. And they wanted to hurt my, you feel me? And they, you feel me? I got this injury directly from my speedster. Directly. Like, I was just on the field, make sure no one got injured. And I, you feel me? People be like, what? Multi-dimensional? What? I don't know what you're talking about. You feel me? But they listening to the speakers and like FBI and shit. Don't be watching. Like I was saying on an Instagram post, people's body language, heat wave. You feel me? Webpoolz, stereotypes. You feel me? Duh, dun, dun, dun. Okay, so yeah, and they be talking, they just think of the whole atmosphere and use my humidity control, knowing that it won't throw nobody else off but me, because everybody else is in that humidity control, watching what people's letting me go through while I'm in the fog. But it's my, you feel me? So it's just me push it. You feel me? You feel me? I turn my tone to a third eye every time people start overreacting on planes, start sending too much heat to me. I have to pop my toe. You feel me? And if niggas wasn't doing that, I want to pop my toe not one day at a time. You feel me? It's bad. It's getting bad now. You feel me? That's my medieval Bible. So yeah, so what happened was, I'm watching, you feel me, people's future, you feel me, Cold Red balling and all this shit, and they notice me as security, you feel me, but they're not supposed to look at me, they're supposed to just enjoy the game. And I dead ass watch them find a kid, right, to be like, oh, he moves just like him. We don't even have to think about it. We'll just be like, you feel me, as I got nicknames right now for not getting called indecisive or Webpoolz, and you know, baseball. You feel me? That's who doesn't know indecisive from baseball, and he got and Legend of Zelda's bat. So yeah, I didn't shift the whole world and betted on, goddamn, this kid is going to run into my finger and try to jam my shit and say oops. Synchronized to watching on another plane and having family, you feel me? Because obviously we know how it be the people that are on the outside that get citizen arrested and go through, like I said, their charges, acting stupid, and yeah, having ear eye and shit like that. And since it was their family, you know how people play dumb. Just talking about something and ran dead into my finger, and you feel me? I'm not trying to disrupt the humidity and it to talk about goddamn how I'm everywhere at once, but I was just everywhere at once. But you know, I gave that humidity control to my child, because that would break my heart for them to move like this just because they enjoy, you feel me, my presence and know they're gonna be protected by me. You feel me? And yeah, stereotypes of Webpoolz and shit. And all I'm doing is moving faster than the humidity control, telling them where I've been, and now I'm broke, but got the same scars and marks that I took away from what I had. It, you know, stereotypes with Webpoolz, and they want me to repeat some shit. You feel me? All because I'm not making the humidity say where my eyes was, because I glow with the truth, and in the void of the truth they can lie. Like, you feel me? They doing different lies, but just live this life off of the descendant kid. You feel me? But because I'm not, they, you feel me, so fucking stupid. That shit's, you feel me? So known as Webpoolz. You feel me? I'm just talking to people on the heist.